just a quick note, and I want to bring Scotty in for this. So yesterday, we do the Texas Sports Hall of Fame podcast here at Rogue, and we talked about the incoming class. Brittney Griner is a member of the class this year. You mentioned your last podcast with Please Bear With Me, which we're going to bring back here in a little while, which covers Baylor football and sometimes major Baylor news. You did a podcast when Kim Mulkey, Mason, come on in, dude. I mean, you already opened the door like 3/4 of the way. It's 104, Mason. You know what we do here at 104? Well, yes,
we are
Mason.
live.
Mason, welcome in. That's our guy, Mace. Mace, have a seat if you want. Do whatever you want to do. Sit Indian style. I don't care. So you did a show for when Kim Mulkey left and went to LSU.
I did.
So you're kind of dialed into that. What do you think? You think Kim will come for Brittney Griner's induction?
No.
February 15th.
No, I don't.
In Waco.
I don't. I think and I could be wrong. I would love to be wrong, actually. I would love to see her. But I think there is so much bad blood still between Kim and Baylor, Waco. And it's interesting because her daughter Mackenzie's still here.
Yeah.
And she and Clay Fuller are around all the time and great people. And so I'm sure she's around Waco some.
Yeah.
But I think especially because it's Brittney Griner. And even when she got home from that Russian prison situation like last year, like Kim Mulkey didn't want to comment and made that a weird beef thing on the internet for a day. So whereas Nikki Collin, I think, has done a good job kind of reconnecting Brittney to the university.
Yeah.
And so I'd be surprised, man.
I will tell you, I would have loved to have played for Kim Mulkey. I think she gets the best out of all of her players. And I think that that's tough love that she provides. I think it can be put out there in all kinds of weird and uncouth ways and in politically incorrect ways. And I think that ruffles some feathers, and I get it. I get it. Like, she did not, it was kind of a layup for her to get Brittney Griner's back or say something, and she didn't. And it goes all the way back to, I guess Brittney Griner wrote a book, and she said that Kim wanted her to keep her sexuality quiet,
suppress it.
Which I have no clue about. That situation.
She said, like, who knows all of that backstory. I hope there's a day they can reconcile and make good. But I just don't think
that the table is set for a little bit of
there's no
reunion.
love lost between them. And it's interesting you bring up how much Kim gets out of her players. This is a totally different conversation, but some Baylor fans are a little I think have some questions when they look over Kim's time here of like, how did you only win one championship?
Oh, give me a break.
No, I'm serious, because not only did you have Brittney Griner, but you had Odyssey Sims, who's arguably the second best player in school history at the same time.
Look, that's such crap.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's a narrative. That narrative exists.
How many titles did she win? 2?
1.
1, that's all?
1 with Griner.
1 with Griner. But how many titles did she win overall?
3.
She won 3. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. I mean, give me a break. By the way,
she's a legend.
Total legend. I love Kim Mulkey. And I'm also interested about how just the DNA, the mentality of an amazing coach like that, such a competitor, like, they're going to be different. Like, the reason she's so successful is probably the reason she's not talking to Brittney Griner. It's all kind of lumped into one. It's the good and the bad.
She is a highly, I'm not saying this is a criticism. This is, I am like this, by the way, what I'm about to say. She's highly emotive.
Yeah.
Wears her heart on her sleeve.
Yeah.
Passionate about every single thing.
Yeah.
So that means, like, and I've heard from a good friend of mine, Travis Corley, who we were just talking about a second ago too, actually played on the Dream Team, which is the guys that practice against the women here at Baylor. And he has nothing but good things to say about Kim, like that she was the most loving, gracious, doting, wonderful human, right? So when you're on Kim's good side, like, she is fantastic.
And she would do anything for any of those girls that played for her. I know that firsthand.
We all know that. But when Kim feels slighted, she feels it deeply, and she tells you about it. Like, that's just part of the legacy too.
One more wrinkle to this, as we just looked it up. So the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, right, which will be at the Extraco Event Center here in Waco, Texas, is February 16th. February 15th. LSU plays at Texas on February 16th. So she'll be
in
the
close.
neighborhood. Yeah, that'll be super interesting.
You know, it would honestly make me.
So what are the odds that
very-
she goes? Let's get some Vegas odds.
Yeah. 5-1. She's not there.
5-1.
That's what I'd say.
I love the long shot. I'm gonna say I like your odds, and I'm betting on I'm betting that something happens between now and then. We got a little kumbaya going.
It would honestly thrill me. It would thrill me if she's there to support Brittney, and if Brittney gives her a hug. That would thrill me.
That would be pretty awesome.
It would be cool to see.
All right, let's make that happen. I'll get on the phone with Julie Hayes, see if we can get Kim to thaw out with some of that stuff with Brittney. We talk about. I would say we talk about. I shouldn't be talking about anything with my voice like this. We mentioned that Chris Platt is going to be with us. Scotty, can we get a look at the playoff rankings? They were